Welcome to the Points Taken podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. Sammy, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic, James. How about you?
We're very busy right now. There's some breaking news.
Ooh.
We have to start things off a little bit quicker now.
Okay, this sounds important.
All right. Fox NFL sideline reporter
Yeah.
Laura Oakman
Okay.
has gone on the record and said, Sammy, wait for it. I got to show you this. That she still thinks this was a good choice for an outfit yesterday during the game.
That was yesterday?
That was yesterday.
What? Oh my God, the big gold chains and the Burberry hat. I mean, bold. Bold for sure.
Okay. There's a lot to unwrap here. It's striking. It makes a statement.
Mm.
But what is that statement?
I don't know what she was going for.
Do I have a drug problem?
Maybe she's the drug dealer.
Maybe
Maybe she's dropping a rap video. I don't know.
Is she in disguise, but not really?
No, I mean, honestly, it's just a tacky outfit. I don't know why she thought that would be good to wear on TV.
Okay. So normally, we'd give somebody a break or just, make it like a quick quip about it. But Laura Oakman has a history. What do they call it? Where they're like, oh, they're problematic.
Problematic. Problematic's a good way to describe that outfit.
So she hasn't. It's not about that. It's about some other stuff.
Okay.
In 2023,
Okay.
Carissa Thompson came out. She's another reporter.
Yeah.
Been very successful, and she was on a podcast. It's called Pardon My Take.
Okay.
We actually did this last season, and she said she's made the same comments before and not been fired for it. I said this before, and I haven't been fired for saying it, but I'll say it again. I would make up sports reports sometimes because the coach wouldn't come out at halftime or it was too late, and I didn't want to screw up the report. So I was like, I'm just going to make this up because, first of all, no coach is going to get mad if I say, hey, we need to stop hurting ourselves. We need to be better on third down. We need to stop turning the ball over, she said, talking about coach speech from many coaches. And some of her colleagues went bananas on her. Do you remember this speech?
I do remember that now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do.
She came out and she was like, yeah, one time I was talking to Rod Marinelli and I was like, Coach, what are your adjustments for second half? He goes, your perfume smells good, and just shut down. And she's like, yeah, they're hoping to get better. The reports are stupid. They never give you anything good anyways. Yeah, we'd like to improve. We'd like to play better. No one's saying like, I was so high last night. I'm exhausted because boy was I in this group sex scene. And there were some real cowgirls in that room. So many of her colleagues came out and blasted her, which I thought was very unfair. She was telling the truth, like what the players or the coaches don't do. They don't tell the truth. Sure. They don't go, you know what? F this team. I've had enough of it. I really hate number 72 over there.
Bunch of whiny bitches.
Yeah. Like I'm just here for the money or whatever. They say whatever they do to not get fined. They're all in that little, group where they're all in that fraternity where they it's just like, hey, we're all here to make money. And I'm with it. I'm down with it. Yeah. You can't say certain things. But she's like, hey, sometimes it's ridiculous. And she told the truth and they dragged her for it. So here's Laura's little tweet from them. This is from November 2023. And she capitalized the privilege of a sideline role as being the one person in the entire world who has the opportunity to ask coaches what's happening in that moment. I can't express the amount of time it takes to build that trust. Devastated with the text I'm getting, asking if this is okay. Period. No. Period. Never. Period.
That's very over the top.
Okay. So real judgy, real hey, blah blah blah. I'm taking a stand. I'm trading off of the moment she's having where people are getting on Carissa Thompson. So then people just destroyed her outfit on X, right? So then she tweets us today. Actually, I feel great about my Burberry hat hiding what I had going on underneath in 115-degree field temps. I don't respond to men who critique appearance, but always disappointed when it's women. What a hypocrite. This is 10 months later after she trashed her colleague, a female colleague.
Wow.
I don't respond to men who critique appearance, but always disappointed when it's women. Great to still be covering this game in my 50s. Comments about my hair, wardrobe style bore me. Shut up. You made it trying to make a statement.
She's in her 50s?
She's 51. Yeah, she looks good. Treat yourself. Whatever.
Wow.
But she looks like a 51-year-old crazy person.
Yeah, she does.
Hey, guys, I'm here for the football.
What a stupid choice. You know, okay, I'm not sure if she's married or not, but you think somebody would have saw her getting ready in the morning and be like, that's what you're gonna, are you sure?
I agree. She needs a friend.
She needs somebody
I
at
think
home.
she runs off people that would check her.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, and when you were growing up, our friends were relentless to us.
Oh my, I still remember sometimes going to school with an outfit that I thought was hot. I'd get there and got roasted for 7 periods straight.
And those are the best friends you've ever had in your life.
You can't do anything about it because you can't go home and change.
You can't go home and change.
No.
The whole point in this life is to look good so that the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever sex you're trying to attract is going, that one looks pretty good.
Exactly.
And not looking like some dork.
Oh, wow.
And also, there may be a little jealousy because this is, I showed you last year, but that's Carissa Thompson.
Wow.
She's got the best jobs and she looks pretty damn good.
Oh my God.
So I think they were like, yeah. But don't put that like, I'm in my 50s, so whatever. Like, you dress dopey. Get over it.
It was a bad outfit. It was a poor choice. Accept it.
Or be bold and be like, yeah, I dress like be, whoever thinks they're big and fat, Kanye West, or whoever takes big bold choices.
I don't know if she's on the level to get away with what Kanye West gets away with.
Lady Gaga. Wear the meat dress on the sideline. All right. I had to get to that right away. It's the most breaking news of the day.
This is the most important part of the episode. We got it out of the way early.
She doubled down in this.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that happens. Everybody knows what happens on our show. Overs, props, underdogs, yada, yada, yada. We are back. It is episode 4. It is Wednesday.
Yeah.
September 9th. I'm sorry, Monday.
Monday, yeah.
September 9th. Monday Night Football's on right now. The Jets at San Francisco. I don't even know what's happening. Didn't bet it. Won't bet Jets. Yeah. Sammy, what else is on the show?
All right. Irish who don't like to fight. Travis and Taylor get caught on camera and ask the PTP.
New segment!
Yeah.
Sammy, how was the weekend?
It was a little more laid back this time.
A little more laid back?
Yep.
No?
Definitely.
Was there an EDM festival or trips to see Molly?
No EDM festival. I did not hang out with my friend Molly.
Okay.
I had a lot of couch time. It was what I needed.
Okay, so is that what it is? It's like go crazy for a weekend and then a weekend off? Or?
Probably 2 weekends off. I'm too old to go on off every other weekend, so it's
Yeah.
usually 1 on, 2, 3 off.
We're sticking with the hair and beard.
Yeah.
I see there's no change in that. I want to see how long this can get. Can we do something for charity?
Oh, that's true. I can grow long enough. I think it's got to be 10 inches or something like that. But I'll do that.
Cancer patients don't want that drug-induced hair that you have. It's like, I'm saying give it to I don't know.
Oh my God! Yeah, some patient gets my hair and then I get indicted for a crime scene.
Yeah, let's give it to like a crazy person that has mannequins that need something.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
There's a market for that. I'm dealing with something here. I have normally a lot of chins, but I got something. I think I have gotta go see a doctor.
Okay.
You see this? This isn't going well. So not feeling good. Very tender.
But I mean, it's part of getting down to that goal weight. That's the next step.
That's not. No, this is something different. I had the little waddle before, but this is I'm everything is cancer years old, so I'm gonna have to get this checked out.
Oh my God, it's so true. Every time you look something up online now, it's cancer.
Everything.
It's so bad.
Everything. Yeah, not going well. So, anyways,
Are we gonna name it?
Whatever my goiter name is. You know who's not upset about my health issue?
Who's that?
Laura Oakman.
No.
She's like, you're going to mess with this outfit?
Yeah.
I hope that is malignant.
That's what you get. You want to talk bad about me? That's what you
How
get.
dare you, Laura? I have a family. People love me. A lot going on. I thought that Laura Oakman story was paramount in this.
It was.
Okay. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have this video out where they're dancing. She's singing, I believe, in a thing called Love to him. And it's so awkward.
It's a music video they're coming up with, or it's
no,
like
they're hanging out.
It's a candid thing.
We got to do this because everyone found out we were supposed to break up on September 28th. So she's like, she looks like a nutcase at a club, and he's just trying to make sure he doesn't go home alone.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, totally. You're cute enough.
Oh, I'm sure he's not faking it though. He's thinking I'm with the richest girl in the world right now. She's hot too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. we posted it on X at Point Second Pod. Watch it.
It's awkward.
It's so awkward.
Okay, I didn't see it yet.
She's like all over him, and she's like really hamming it up. Like, I presume it's what she was doing in Cats that she was in, but no one saw Cats.
Nope.
She was in it, and no one saw it, right? She was in Cats?
I don't think she was.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought she was in that movie for a little bit.
She was. I could be wrong, too.
You can look that up during the commercial break. But anyways, it's very awkward. The Tyreek Hill arrest video came out.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed a little aggressive. He went on there and said, "I just look like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? What if this? We got to stand up for this." He's like, "My uncle told me you put your hands on the wheel and just say yes or no, sir." And what he said was, "Don't touch my window. Don't touch my window. Don't touch my window like that. Don't touch my window like that." And it's two assholes fighting.
That's what it was.
And one asshole had authority to drag him out of the car, and it was excessive. But he made like, all I was doing, I was pushing a stroller, and sure enough, I was profiled.
Like, I'm gonna take Tyreek's side on this one. Unfortunately, they're both assholes. I agree with that.
Listen, he's great player.
Tyreek did nothing illegal. Being an asshole, being rude, unfortunately, is legal.
Oh yeah,
and he should have not gotten dragged out of the car.
I live in one of the rudest places in the world, and trust me, they'd all be locked up.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was just stupid. A dumb argument between a cop and a driver, but he should have never have. That video was out of control.
Oh, I agree. It was excessive. It was ridiculous. I have a lot of. We both have law enforcement in the family. We respect it, but when I get pulled over, which is often in that minivan I got, it's a high performance vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how do I sweet talk my way out of this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have much time to live, officer. I was driving fast.
I'm making the best of every minute.
If this is the worst, and this goes like viral, like podcaster new, and then you get super famous, you better be giving money around this house. I got kids going to college.
Well, your kids will be taken care of.
Your kids will be taken care of. You're not blowing that in your mail strip reviews.
You got to take one for the podcast.
That's fine. Do your worst. How dark is this getting? Yeah. So I don't think many people are going to be like, Tyreek deserved that, but he certainly didn't be like, sir.
Yeah.
If I've offended the law, please.
I apologize,
handcuff
sir.
me. I mean, Tyreek's a ridiculous athlete, but he's had problem after problem.
Yep.
I mean, he's had child abuse allegations. It didn't seem like he was completely in the clear. I don't know. So whatever. I'm just saying he's certainly been on the wrong side of the law a few times. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't give a fuck either way, so I hope he plays next week.
Yeah, that's the thing. Talent gets you out of trouble.
Talent gets you out of trouble, and that cheddar. He makes $30 million.
Oh, my God.
A richer guy, a guy by the name of Deshaun Watson, has a new lawsuit against him from 2020 where he was on a date and is accused of sexual assault and battery. So, good guy. Also, not a very good quarterback. Glad he's not wearing these colors. Not to dismiss
he's not talented enough
the situation.
He's not talented enough to get away with sexual assault.
Now, listen, there are some rich men. They get away with whatever they want. Most of them are sponsors of the NFL. They're like, oh, we have big companies and we're good people. And then you go to like a corporate meeting and they're all like, here's my key. You better get up there. Yeah. you know the drill, Missy.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of scumbags, a lot of entitlement, a lot of sexual assault that goes around, and we should stop putting up with it. Yeah. But we should also stop, crying wolf, because that's not part of the solution either.
No.
We found a lot of solutions in this segment, I think. Which brings me to my next point. We have a new segment called Ask the PTP.
Ooh, this is exciting.
Yeah, we want people to write us or text us or call us with legitimate or not legitimate questions, and we're going to answer them.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us wait no longer. This is Ask the PTP. Ask the PTP. All right, Sammy, I was thinking we'd take one question.
Yeah.
But we're going to take 1, 2, 3 questions.
Let's do it.
All right.
Take them all.
First question from who, and what's the question?
All right, first question is from Kitty Keeley 2, and the question is, etiquette question. Are there guidelines on tipping when I place an order for takeout?
Okay, I think that's a very good question.
It's a good question, but there's an easy answer for that.
What's the answer?
I'm sorry.
That's great.
I'm not tipping because I picked up food.
All right. Some people say 10%. I think that's excessive.
Just for takeout.
For takeout.
I order on the phone or on my app.
Yeah.
I go in and pick it up. I leave.
Yeah.
And they still say 10%.
And they're like 10%'s good. And I'm like, now, I am good. I think 0's fine. I'm good with 0. I think it's takeout. There's no service behind it. And we've gotten so far out of whack.
Yeah.
Where if you go to an airport and you get a water, they're like, how much tip do you want to leave? And I'm like, how many slaps do you want across your face?
Yeah, screw that. My toilet asked for a tip the other day after I pissed. I'm like, nope, that's your job.
That was your tip. They love when you slap them at the airport. Like,
there you go.
For water. I would go to get takeout. I would drop $5. And I thought, okay, they're wrapping it up. They're making sure it's good. It's just a sign of good gesture. It's like the tip jar at a sub shop or, like a deli or, coffee place. Whatever. Tip jar, you're doing a little something extra. I don't like these bills where it's like, we at, giant restaurant need to pay for our health insurance, so we've added the surcharge on there. I'm like, but you can have it taken off if you want. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go talk to a manager to have this taken off. I get it. We're all in this together. But how about the business do it? Well, jack up the price of the quesadilla an extra 50 cents and pay your employees the correct way.
There's just better ways to do it. I went to a restaurant and it was like a toast fee. I didn't know what that meant, but that was the name of their software. And they were charging us a little extra because of the software they were using. I'm like, just build it into your goddamn menu pricing. I don't want to see your itemized bill.
Yeah, that's tacky.
Yeah.
Like charge an extra $1 for the burger, but don't ask me to participate in that. Yeah. So 0, I say, $5 to $10. You got a couple of bucks. You hit the girl up, especially if it's like a young kid. I like to hit up a young kid and be like, hey, keep working. At least you're not asking for, free money.
Yeah, but that girl working the register, she's not going to see any of that. I don't think she is. It gets spread. You give her a couple bucks, it gets spread out to the company and everyone in the back, which is cool. I don't care about that.
Yeah, most tip jars are just for the employees. It's not CEO putting it right down there. I'm good. I'm a good tipper. I used to work in the service industry. I know how hard it is, but but I will tell you, I'm the first guy that's going to say, I'm not tipping for the cup of coffee right now. Like it's out of control. The subs, making subs and all this, making a burger, that's why it's going to get automated because we're expecting too much, and then all those jobs are going to be replaced.
Yep.
So,
or these companies, you know what? Pay them better.
Pay
them better. These guys are working hard. I used to be in the service industry. Pay these guys.
Right. You don't have to do
Stop with this minimum wage bullshit.
Whatever they were paying like waiters, like $2 an hour, but then you get lots of tips.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks for the question, Kitty Keely too. She sounds nice.
Yeah, she does sound
nice. She sounds nice and random.
I wonder who she is.
All right. What's the next question?
All right. Applejack7513 asked, do you have any coping strategies for somebody who took some trusted advice and picked the Bengals in week 1 on their first ever Survivor pool?
So this is what's called a troll.
This sounds like a very targeted question.
This is a very targeted question. It's targeted towards me.
Yeah.
I helped someone in a Survivor pool.
Yeah.
I said there's 2 choices here. I think it's the Bengals, but they might be down their top 2 receivers. It doesn't look good. It looks like a trap game. The Bills are another favorite. Also looks like a trap game because Kyler Murray might go wild. She kept bugging me. Do you have the pick? I go, I think so. I got to look up other stuff. She was aggressive. She was just blowing me up. I'm going to trash her now.
It sounds like you're digging into her now.
She might have made this glass, and her name might be Jackie Glasses, and she's got a real attitude about me losing this $20 for her. So, yeah, the Bengals blew it. I don't like this question. Here's a coping
But you got to answer it. It's Ask the PTP. You got to answer.
Here's the coping strategy. Yeah. When somebody throws you a bone, you don't tell them how it tastes after. So, didn't go well. Sorry, Applejack 7513.
And here's the thing: welcome to the world of betting.
You're
not going to win them all.
I know some people that are like good in the stock market, right? And they're like, I recommend the stock, and then it doesn't go well. Yeah. And like other friends are like, what did you tell me that for? There's no risk involved.
I had an uncle who was like a self-made millionaire in the stock market, and he refused to give any tips for that reason.
Yeah,
because he didn't want anyone to come back like, hey, you prick. Well, you told me to buy.
One of my buddies helps me out. He's very generous. He never charges me a dime, and I just let it go. And I would never question his knowledge because he's
gambling.
It's not like he's trying to lose me or him money.
That's just he's an educated guess is what it is.
So basically, in conclusion, anyone that does that when someone helps you out is a real jerkoponymous. Applejacks. What's the last one?
All right, third question comes from JCrisp3. peeling off clothes and getting paid attention. I'm not the best looking guy, but I've got some killer feet. How could I get started selling pictures of them? So, now, here are the hard-hitting questions. Okay, now we're getting to what everybody wants to know.
Because I said in the post that Sammy's good at peeling off clothes and getting paid for it. Body glitter removal, we got to talk about that before. And fantasy, any fantasy except football. So he's asking, he wants to sell pictures of his feet.
Yes.
This is probably something you should take.
Very easy answer. Feetfinder.com. There you go. You can buy, you can sell, you can search anything feet related. Feetfinder.com.
Really?
That is a real website. Yep. If there is a fetish or a kink, there is a website for it. Guaranteed.
I read an article where these women were like making good money selling their underwear.
Yeah.
I
have a friend that does that.
And all stages of Warren. And
no, I have a friend would.
I'm shocked that you have said
$75 for a pair of underwear that she put on for and it's not like she wore it all day. She'd put it on for a shoot, and then she would sell the photo of her with the underwear for $75.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, you can quit your job. Just do that full time.
No doubt. And she was turning over some products?
Yeah.
Lord almighty.
She'd go and find underwear that was on sale for like $5.
Yeah.
So feetfinder.com, there's plenty of things to buy on there.
I got some size 14s down here.
You would make a killing on there.
Do I?
14? Man.
I'll sell.
You know what? You need to close this podcast and start selling some feet pics.
Well, I used to also get pedicures when I was a little more metrosexual and had more money. And the Asian ladies would be like, you got a beautiful foot. And I'm like, thank you. They didn't say it like that, but I wasn't going to do an Asian impression on here. Nope. I already attacked a sports reporter today.
You don't want to get any more trouble.
I already made light of Deshaun Watson's allegation. I did not.
You did not.
I did not. He can drop dead for all I care. Do not care. He beat Alabama in the national championship. It's a whole thing. Go ahead.
Oh, you guys go way back.
We go way back.
Okay, got it. Okay. I'm setting you up a profile. I'm gonna have to set you up a profile.
Can that be a new thing?
What?
How much? Like, what's the over under and how much we're gonna make?
Oh my God!
Feetfinder.com.
You guys gotta come up with a good profile name.
We haven't made. Yeah. Yeah. Irish 14s.
There we go.
All right. That was the first and hopefully one of many.
I hope this comes back.
Ask the PTPs. Thank you for participating. We will give all three of you some parlay tickets on Wednesday's episode. Thanks a lot. And on to the next stuff. College football picks. Sammy, did you watch a lot of college football this weekend?
No.
Did you watch any college football?
I didn't watch any college football.
Well, you did tell me. Yeah. You said, "Did you hear Notre Dame lost?" Was that not you?
That wasn't me.
Did you know Notre Dame lost?
No, I did not know that.
Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois University.
Oh, I heard something about that actually. Yeah, I don't know why I heard that.
You were on the couch all weekend.
I was watching sad movies and crying. It was a good weekend.
Was this a Kahlua thing, or is this
just a feel sorry for myself weekend? It was great.
I have those a lot.
I love them. Somebody, when I hit 40, those were great now.
Nothing like self-pity to really make you feel like a man. All right. I guess I was talking to someone else.
It was not me. It was your other male stripper friend.
Yeah. All right. Couple teams, had a little shaky time. Bama had a little bit of a shaky time. We're going to talk about our picks. What was the first one, Sammy?
All right. First, Texas at Michigan. Michigan was +7 and total was 42.
Okay. So 42, Texas at Michigan. You're like, that's low. But it seems like it could be a trap. It's definitely not going to be a 35-32 kind of game. What was the final?
Final was Texas 31-12.
So what is that math?
Let's see, 30, 40, 43.
So wow,
more than got 42. That over by 1 point.
Cha. Boom. I was with the kids. We were bowling, and I was watching that on the side of my eye, and it was a little stressful. It was 24-3 at half. Michigan scored a touchdown with 1:54 to go to put us over. They scored 6. They went for 2. We didn't need the 7. Winner.
Nice.
1-0 to start.
All right.
What's the next one, Sam?
Michigan State at Maryland. Michigan State was +9, total of 44, and we took that over at 44.
Okay. So it was 17-14 Michigan State at halftime. So I'm like, we got a shot here because Michigan State only scored 16 points last week versus FAU. So I'm like, okay, they're getting a little bit, warming up a little bit. 3 points in the fourth quarter. Not great. The third quarter. Sorry. The fourth quarter heated up a little bit. What was the final, Sam?
Michigan State 27-24.
Do some math for me real quick.
Let's see. It was at 51.
51?
Yeah.
That's more than 44.
Oh, they smashed it.
They had 17 points in the fourth quarter. They got it in fairly quick. Winner, 2-0. Can we get there? We looked at the South Florida game versus Alabama. The line on that was South Florida plus 31. The over was 63.5. This was not a good game for Bama. It was 14-12, 14-6 at half, 14-12 in the third. It was getting a little nervous for me. I might have taken something by myself and did not. Yeah, the team total was 46 and a half over, and I can't resist. The final was Bama 42-16. We did not play it on here. You would have lost anyways. Me, it's a personal decision that I made. What was the last one, Sam?
Colorado at Nebraska, and we took another over at 58 and a half.
Okay. Nebraska was up 28-0 at halftime. Colorado looked like, the Colorado that we've seen the worst of. But hey, 28 nothing. They need 31 for the rest of the game. It's possible. What was the final?
Nebraska 28-10.
To 10.
And that second half looked boring as hell.
It was so boring. Oh. Not a lot of action there.
Nebraska just said, man, we got this.
And then Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders, he leaves in the fourth, just leaves the field, gonna shake it. He thinks he's gonna be the number one pick.
He's gonna be a douche, just like his dad.
Yeah, but his dad was I don't know. He was worth it. I don't know if Shedeur and all that comes with him is. I'm not seeing what I need to see out of that guy. Yeah. 28-10. Oof. So, all right, 2-1 for week 2. 3-5 on the season in college football, but we're getting back there. NFL must have been much better. We'll see right now. NFL picks. All right, Sammy.
Yeah.
Did you watch a little NFL? Now, let me stop you here, because I think you said you did, but I thought I was talking to you about the Notre Dame game. So I asked the question again.
I attempted to watch a lot of NFL, but I am limited because I don't pay for anything that has NFL on it.
Yeah.
So twice I thought I found it, and then it was only an hour preview, and it cut off, halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
Super annoying.
Now, I don't spend another man's money, but some of the streaming services do add up. You can get some that are somewhat reasonable. Again, I don't spend another man's money, but you spend a significant amount on dollar bills at throwing at men.
I don't spend money on throwing dollar bills at men.
You throw dollar bills at men.
I have occasionally, but it's not like a weekly occurrence.
You spend a lot of money on your girlfriend, Molly.
That's an expensive girlfriend.
That's an expensive girlfriend. She's not doing much for your memory.
She's a needy bitch.
She's a needy bitch. Yeah. And she keeps coming back and says, hey, I need another date. And another date. It's not good for you. I am Mr. Dare, get off drugs.
Yeah.
I'm not judging, except now when I'm judging you. Be careful. I love you, you knucklehead. All right. There were some real bad games. We talked about the Bengals. I blew Jackie's survivor pool. Not going to hear the end of that soon. They scored 10 points the whole game. The Carolina Panthers scored 10 points. They gave up 47 points. The Falcons scored 10 points, and they were supposed to be like, Kirk Cousins, he's coming in. This offense is just the Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. It's going to be amazing. 10 points.
Wow.
And the Giants at home scored 2 field goals.
Oof.
6 points.
You hate to start off your NFL season like that with 6 points.
Look, I get people are rusty. I get some people don't play in the preseason, and they got to shake it off. And it's weird temperatures in South Florida, stuff like it was like 101. Felt like at Hard Rock Stadium. So sometimes it's tough. 6 points in an NFL game. When people are making $40 million a year at quarterback.
I feel like I could have scored a field goal myself.
Yeah.
I'd like I could have kicked that.
And put them in, coach. This podcast is so popular. I see this happening. So
yeah.
It'll
make it to the coach.
All right. What do we pick? First game.
Let's see. First game was Baltimore at Kansas. We took the Baltimore +3.
Where is the Kansas team? I think it's Kansas City.
Oh, it's Kansas City. Sorry.
Close enough.
Is there another team that you're getting confused with?
I just like that you're so casual about it. Baltimore. Well, who's playing tonight?
You knew what I meant.
The new Jets.
The new Kansas.
New Patriots. All right. This game was very interesting. It was the opener for the whole season. Came down to like Baltimore at the end. They get it down to like the 10 or the 9 or whatever, and they're just throwing for the end zone. They don't have much time on the clock, so they have to throw in. Lamar Jackson can't run, so that kind of takes away his best weapon, which is running. But he throws one, it's kind of out of the end zone. Second one comes up, and he misses the guy. It's a wide open touchdown. And the guy goes like, "What? Oh no!"
Oopsies.
As they're going down, the coach says, score and go for 2. Okay? Throws the next one. The guy catches it. He had already had a touchdown, the tight end, Isaiah Likely. And everyone's like, yeah, it's going. But I know. Old gambling Jimmy knows that he's got a toe out of bounds.
You just knew it was coming.
Because it's Murphy's Law. Yeah. Whatever can happen will happen. It's a catastrophic Irish thinker. And I'm like, there's no way that foot's inbounds. You can go cheer. Been there, done that. Yeah. I won't get fooled again, the Who. Boom. So yeah, he had one toenail out of bounds.
And you can't, and people are online trying to argue it, but you can't. He was out of bounds.
What was the final?
Chiefs 27-20.
Yep. Yep. What was the over, Sam?
46.5. You would have made it by a half point.
Wrong call.
You would have made it by a half point.
Wrong call. It's not like I love overs or anything, and I'm a psychopath about it.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
But Baltimore said, when you get to 6, go for 1 or 2. So you either lose by 1 or you win by 1. That +3 cashes.
You good either way.
But I was good the whole time with that over. 0-1 to start. What's next, Sam?
Green Bay at Philadelphia. We took the over at 48.5.
Yeah, this was at Brazil. This was in Brazil. 48.5 is a lot. Okay? Packers were up 19-17 at halftime. So we're moving along. And then 26-24, 3:05. Into the third quarter, it won quickly, easily. It was lovely. Nice. What was the final score?
Eagles 34-29.
Finally an easy one.
That was a good hit. That was awesome.
But did you hear what happened? Jordan Love sprained his MCL on the second to last play.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So the Packers quarterback's out 3 to 6 weeks.
Oh man, they
started off 0-1. They looked good too. They looked like they were pretty solid.
They were amping up for a huge season too.
Yeah. I actually decided because I was going to take some overs. And when that happened, and I just didn't feel good about some stuff, I was like, I'm just going to scrap all of them. I didn't want to take the future bets. So we took no overs. We could go back and look at them at the end of the season, see if we would have gotten anything. But that was my theory, that if you don't have a good backup, if your guy goes down, you're done. And I was going to take the Ravens. And when I saw him running so much and getting hit so many times, I'm like, forget it. Yeah. And then the Dolphins, the one I liked, the one I was like, they're going to do pretty well. Looking at them on paper was the Browns. And boy, did they look terrible. They look pretty brown indeed. That's a good one. What's the next bet?
Jacksonville at Miami. We took Dolphins team total over 25.5.
Okay. Jacksonville was up 17-7 at halftime. And your boy here was not happy.
Nope.
Not happy at all. Had a bad one. People were texting me and, what's going on? I'm like, this team's crap. I hate it. I'm sick of it. I can't do another season of this. Forget it. They were trying to give this game away. What was the final?
Dolphins 20-17.
So we won. Fine. The Jags tried harder to give this game away, and they succeeded. Thank you very much, Jaguars. My friend Richie, if he's watching this, is not happy right now. Sorry, buddy. Love you, pal. But the team total over 25.5 did not hit. Sorry, gang.
Yeah, a little bit of a bittersweet moment for you.
Yeah, 1 and 2, but we're coming back strong. What's the next one, Sammy?
Tennessee at Chicago. We took the Caleb Williams over 250-plus passing yards.
Okay, so Hard Knocks show me that Caleb Williams and Matt Eberflus were not gelling, not becoming buddies, not getting close. You need that kind of Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, like chemistry, where like the young guy trusts the older guy. He's like, you're not going to fail. And if you do, like, I'm a father figure. I'm going to take care of you. Like, you're my boy. You're my guy. There's not a prettier boy in the room, my man. And these two don't have it yet. I don't think they'll ever have it yet. Eberflus is a defensive guy. But I'm like, they're going to unleash this guy. They got rid of Justin Fields. They want to show that they didn't maybe screw it all up. So let's go crazy. Caleb Williams is going to have 265 yards in this game. What did he end up having?
93. 93. Didn't even make it to triple digits. 93. Rough one there.
I posted those 2 pics with my dog.
You did, that's right.
On Instagram. It's his fault.
It's Dutch's fault.
It's his fault. It's also superfan Bill S. Tansberry's fault because he won $100 on the squares for the Super Bowl. And he's like, oh, just keep it, donate it to the show. And I'm like, no, I'll give it to you. He's like, well, you know, I go, what's your Zelle? He goes, I don't do any of that. He's like from the Stone Age.
It's like my brother.
He's like, what's that? The internet. So he's like, just keep it. And I'm like, oh, when I see you next time in Florida, I'll give it to you. But now he thinks I'm his personal bookie. So he keeps asking me to place bets. And we went 0-4. So this is his fault. And Dutch's, the dog. This is both of their faults.
Yeah.
And now he's blowing my phone up going, I should have taken Sammy's picks. And he's all like in a bitter way with his free rides, free money.
He's upset.
How dare you,
He's
Bill?
losing free money.
How dare you?
I love it. That's so funny.
How dare you? So yeah, got alleged superfan number one. Liz will have something to say about that. That's a whole rivalry we got to get on here. What was the Bears' final score? Sarah?
Bears 24-17.
They won. They were terrible.
I mean, the offense was terrible.
The offense was terrible.
Bears, defense, special teams looked great.
Special team Jonathan Owens, the husband of Simone Biles, he had a block punt for a touchdown. You think those two get after it? That must be a scene, man. That must be a scene. Two world-class athletes. Lord almighty.
It's got to get wild.
That makes my back hurt just thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah. So that took a turn. Yeah. Oh, Will Levis for the Titans, man. He just decided, he's like, you know, I think this rookie's having a tough time. Let me throw this pick six. It was tough.
Yeah, let me help him out.
It was tough. All right, what's the next bet?
All right, we had Dallas at Cleveland. We took the over at 41.
All right, Dak Prescott got a new contract 4 hours before the game.
Oh, nice.
4 years, $240 million. 231 guaranteed. What was that other $9 million that they're just holding out?
Oh, Jesus.
Just give the guy the extra
Just
$9
give it to
million.
him, yeah.
He then went 19 for 32 for 179 yards and a touchdown.
Okay. I guess I got their money's worth.
A little pedestrian. But he was sacked 3 times. What was the final, Sammy? We needed 41.
Cowboys 33-17.
That's more than 41.
That's more than 41.
You little rascals. I think Dak didn't throw that much. I didn't see as much of the game, but I don't think Dak threw that much because they were kind of spanking the Browns the whole time. Deshaun did not look good. The whole thing. That was an easy money winner.
Nice.
So, all right, we're doing not great. Rams, Detroit might save it all. What are we taking that one?
Right, we took that over at 51.
The Sunday Nighter. All right, Stafford coming back to Detroit. It's always a little bittersweet for them. He's kind of a legend, but he also kind of left because he was whiny and he never really did anything for them. The total we got was 51. It went up to 54 by game time, so it was getting a lot of action.
Okay.
And Goff and the Rams kind of look poised to make a run, I think. Again, Sunday night game. It went to overtime. What was the final?
Lions 26-20.
It was not 50. They did not score a lot of points. It was a lot of steak, no sizzle. A lot of sizzle, no steak. God, thanks. Yeah.
A lot of steak, no sizzle.
Whatever. It's all going downhill. All right. What was our record for week 1 of the NFL?
5-9.
That's for the PTP. Can you read
sorry.
on the top one?
2-4.
2-4 for week 1.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
You stepped on the big one. 5-9. But I contend 5-5 if Bill S. Tansberry was not involved in those bets. We'd be a cool 500. And on to the picks he wanted of yours. Let's see how Sammy's picks did. What was the first one?
Billy, I don't know about the first one. I was Titans at Bears. I took the over at 44.5.
What was the final?
As we know, the Bears were 24-17.
That was 41. That is not 44.5.
And if Caleb would have showed up, I think that would have been an easy 44.
Easy money.
Easy. If he just got us into that red zone one or two more times.
He got 94 passing yards, maybe.
Just one more. I don't want to get mad at Caleb. I like him. I think it's week 1 of his NFL career, but you cost me that one.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. That's his fault. All right, and then this is hard to talk about. The dog of the week. Mm-hmm. What is it?
All right, so the dog of the week pick was Rams at Lions. I took the Rams plus 3.5. The Lions went 26-20.
Where's our dog of the week? Can you get him up for me?
Yeah, let me pull that up. No problem.
The legendary Kahlua. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace. See, this is hard because I wanted to have a real tribute to Kahlua. Look at that little sweetie.
What a cutie.
Mm-hmm. But now I can't say anything bad. The other dogs are going to get trashed.
Okay.
The other dogs, I'm not gonna besmirch the name of your best friend, the sweet, dearly departed Kahlua. But if Kahlua was alive and thriving, I would do James Spader from Pretty in Pink, where he goes to Molly Ringwald, you're a bitch. If you don't win that bet, and you're a female dog owner, you go, you're a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
Little Spader.
That was a bad pick.
That's probably a reference not a lot of people get.
I wouldn't get it.
You're a bitch. Molly Ringwald. Bitch. I like your hair.
But you know what I'm mad about? Like, come on, Lions. You didn't have to run that last touchdown. You could have kicked a field goal.
Why did? Oh, okay. You're talking about your bet.
Yeah, I went back to my bet. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, they had to because if they didn't score a touchdown, Rams get the ball. But I know
they had much. I couldn't watch the damn game because my hour preview ended in the first half.
Because it might have cost you like $9.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So there was enough time on the clock. Is that what it was?
You pulled out an article. Let's talk about that. And you sent it to me. How much is it to watch all the streaming?
It was like
over $2,500 to watch every single game.
If you want to watch every game, because you have to sign up for one streamer for Monday, one streamer for the local game, plus one streamer for away games. Because even NFL Plus doesn't give you the non-local games.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become a disaster. I'm so glad that this curse of watching NFL and college football dies with me. My children will not have... I mean, they might say, like, oh, yeah, I'll watch the game. But they're not going to be like, I have to watch every game. Shut up, everyone!
Well, I went old school. I ordered an antenna. I'm going to try to just get it for free.
Wow.
Screw the NFL. You're $12 billion a year. I'm getting it for free. I'm not paying $7 a month for the NFL ticket or NFL Plus, whatever it is. I'm getting it for free.
Wow. So you got a little Ira the Pirate back for cable.
My brother's probably proud of me because he won't pay for it either.
Birds of a feather. All right. That was NFL picks. It's going to be an interesting, long season, hopefully full of lots of winners. Not so much this week.
No.
On to the next thing. When you dress as Ira the Pirate in October, I think you need to have like a full character. Do you want me to guide you through this? I used to direct.
I'm so bad at
here's Ira the Pirate.
But let's hear it.
Here's Ira the Pirate.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should do some plundering. Perhaps there's some booty we could possibly have. Sammy, what else is in the news?
All right. Rock band Linkin Park has reunited with a new lead singer 7 years after the death of lead singer Chester Bennington.
That Chester Bennington story, you can look it up, but he took his own life, and it was not nice. And it was very sad because he was very talented, and it seemed I heard, people don't typically talk ill of the deceased, but apparently he was a very nice guy. Yeah. I heard nice things about him.
Yeah, you always hear that one, like, oh, he was a prick. I never heard anything bad about him.
Yeah. So they have gotten the band back together. Some of the fans are a little upset. Mm-hmm. They replaced Chester with a female singer named Emily Armstrong from Dead Sarah. Okay. I've never heard of Dead Sarah. Have you?
No idea who that is or that band.
So I'm like, all right, well, this is just a bunch of guys that are like, you can't have a female replace Chester Bennington. They're very loyal to their guy. But Chester sang at such a I don't know.
Like a high pitch.
High pitch.
Yeah, he really did. He had that awesome high pitch, but still kind of gravelly sound.
Yeah. So I have not heard this. You said you heard a little taste of this.
Yeah.
We're going to take a listen. I don't think, I think that this episode would be pulled if we showed the video or something, so we can't do that. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take a listen and come right back and review this. All right. Be right back. What did you think?
It was. I like her. As a replacement of Chester, not so much, but I liked her voice.
I think you're letting that old schmeckle thing for you.
No, I actually did like her voice, but she's not going to be Chester Bennington. And the problem is everyone's going to look at her as like, oh, you're trying to be Chester, and she'll never live up to it.
When she came on the screen, like, she's cute.
I did think she was cute. She is. She's got a good voice. Do you think she has a bad singing voice?
I don't think she has a bad singing voice, but I think but I agree with what you're saying, but that what is it called? The emptiness
machine.
Machine?
Yeah.
4.7.
I think they had to go this route. You couldn't put a guy in that spot, right? Because any guy steps into that role and everyone's like, oh, you're never going to be Chester. Well, at least as a female in that role, she could try to form her own path.
Right.
And even like any famous singer could come back from the dead and go and sit in that role, and people are like, oh, it's not Chester Bennington.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Freddie Mercury would still get that same criticism, but they had to go something. They had to do something.
Yeah. I mean, some people are complaining like they should never have gotten back together. People that say that, just don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't listen. Some people want to go and see the shows. Like, just mind your own business. Like, you don't have to go. Just because you like an artist and you like some art doesn't mean like When you're done with it, it's done.
Yeah, what do they call those gatekeepers, right? That's
Gatekeepers.
Like, no, nobody. You can't replace Chester. Like, well, yeah, that's their band. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, but I was looking into this young lady because she was getting some negativity on the internet, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah,
It's such a positive place.
Call the police. Tell them to get the handcuffs off Tyreek and put it on the internet. But this Emily Armstrong was getting dragged pretty hard because, come to find out, strong supporter of that 70 shows and serial rapist Danny Masterson went to his trial. But we looked it up, and I guess she was born and raised in the Scientology church.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
She was born into some shit.
Yeah.
It's not like she chose to join. Like, she thought that was the way since she was born.
You can't. You got to give people a little bit of a break when they were born and raised to believe in something. Waka wackatoo. There he is.
There he is.
Hey, Tom.
Only took four episodes.
4 episodes to get Tony back. What's the matter with you? She apologized and says she thought she was supporting her friend. Once she heard everything that happened, she immediately severed ties with him. But she might have been pressured into that. I don't know.
Scientology, Tom Cruise pressuring people?
No, that guy's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's cool. He's never done anything weird. There's nothing shady about Tom Cruise at all.
No.
Don't come to my house. If you had a daughter and they were like, I brought home an ex-con, he killed some people, but he's good, or I brought home a very clean-cut Scientologist. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I don't know about that one.
I'm going with the con.
Scientologists might have more money. Maybe I'll go with that. Maybe she's better off.
Yeah, that's true.
Although she'll probably get kidnapped and oversee her.
Yeah, that's true. Where is the leaders? Where's David Miscavige's wife?
Oh yeah,
she's
gone.
No one cares because there's money. Yeah. So, anyways, don't knock on my door. But yeah, nice job, girl power, except for the Danny Masterson rape victims. All the people, Katie Holmes, all the people, not Katie Holmes. The one.
You talking about like Mila Kunis?
Mila Kunis.
Yeah, and
all the people that supported Danny Masterson
Yeah.
and backpedaled.
Yep.
You don't get a pass for that one.
Nope.
You knew what he did. They all know.
They knew.
They all know. That little scumbag. Hope he is absolutely destroyed in prison. On to some sad but legendary news. Who do we got?
Legendary actor James Earl Jones has passed away at the age of 93.
What a legend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is something else.
He is.
He is something else. Famous baritone. Darth Vader himself.
Yeah.
He was not the man. Do you know this? Because you were not a Star Wars guy.
Mm.
He was not in the costume.
That I did know.
You did know.
I did. I have read that. Yes.
It's funny when you see the outtakes of when they filmed it, and the guy, David Prowse, is doing the lines, and he's like, get over here, this isn't cool, and it's so nerdy. It sounds terrible compared to the great, amazing voice of James. Do a little.
Just awesome bass to it, I can't get that deep.
It's no Ira the Fire.
No, it's not.
Everybody does it, James Earl Jones. I don't really do a good one. So.
I mean, I don't do a good one. I just, in the moment.
Here, I'll try one.
Luke, I'm your father. What's your problem? You're part of a rebel alliance and a traitor.
Perfect. I thought I was watching a movie.
God, it's like he's here. Here's some great movies he did. Field of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen the whole thing.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I know.
It's a good movie.
I know. Conan the Barbarian, seen it many a time. My brother might be a lunatic about that movie. The Lion King, voice of Mufasa.
Yeah, the dad.
Mufasa, Coming to America.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Yep.
Legend.
Legendary.
Doctor Strangelove. There's no way you've seen this.
Nope, never seen that.
It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. It's very old. It's Stanley Kubrick. Peter Sellers is like an incredible performance in it. I highly recommend it. I watched it like 3-4 years, maybe during the pandemic, and I was like, this. I get why people like this.
Mm.
The Hunt for Red October. Never seen it. I've seen parts of it.
I think I saw it a long time ago. I can't remember.
Underrated comedy. Soul Man. Soul Man from the 80s.
I don't know if I've seen it.
C. Thomas Howell, Radon Chung, James Earl Jones.
I got to watch that.
Basically what happens is a guy is trying to get into Harvard. He can't get in, so he takes tanning pills and poses as an African American to get into Harvard.
Remember. I didn't see it, but I remember hearing about it.
Probably not waiting on the remake on that one.
That's not happening, no.
But it's good, and it actually has like a moral lesson at the end.
Yeah.
Like, you could go watch it, but he's basically said, like, I did this, and I thought I was living as a black man, but I could never share the black experience. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, there is a lesson there. So it's not as scandalous as it sounds. Another one that I saw in the movie theater with Nick Nolte and Martin Short, Three Fugitives with James Earl Jones.
That sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen it.
Me and Carlos definitely saw that in the movie theater.
Nice.
Little known fact, he was a stutterer. He overcame a stutter.
Really?
James Earl Jones, one of the most famous voices in the world, stutter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Stuttering John from Howard Stern interviewed him, and he was like, I have a stutter too, and I overcame my stutter.
That's
So
cool.
I thought that was like very interesting, because Stuttering John would always ask like mean questions. 190 IMDb credits.
You know, out of the 190, you left a really big one off this list.
And we're not talking about that one.
We are. He is the best cameo in The Sandlot. You gotta watch this movie, I'm telling you.
I'm very busy.
I've watched a lot of movies for homework for you. That's the one I give you.
I'm 5 and 9. I have a lot of work to do. 5 and 9.
He was great. It was a cameo, but he was good in that movie.
Worked from 1962 to 2022.
Wow.
What a guy. What a guy.
That's 60 years of fucking movies. Good for him.
I know. Cheers to you, James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
What a career. I was a big fan. Thanks you guys for watching. This was a problematic
I
episode.
think so.
I loved it.
We survived.
Every second of it. Probably my last one. Sorry, everybody. When your time's up. All right. If this is the case, love you all. Thanks for watching. We will see you on Wednesday, or at least one of us will. See you then. Bye.